So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Line, on the line!
Check 41. All right. Here we go. Let's go, Z. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Let's go, Sergeant!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
You gotta love everything about that run, except for maybe a couple of things. You gotta wonder, do you fight a little harder to get into the end zone instead of going out at the 2-yard line? And I know one thing, the fantasy football guys, they are not too happy that he went out of bounds there.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Mahomes firing complete, and they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. On first down, Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Hey, 57.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The toss play. This is high. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. It's a foot race. The 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 73 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. It was third and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 30, 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 85 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On the counter, it's Miller. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
Now a first down throw. Watson looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Reset.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, and this is incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Hyde running right, and he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this Texans defense stands tall. They start the drive with Hyde. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Fielded at the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. On first down, Mahomes flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Come on now, let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already.
And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he... knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
53.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Finding fouls complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. A first down carry now for Miller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They keep it with Miller on first down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure, all day long prepping for the game, they had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Check 13.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, a run with Hyde, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Hyde. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that. Pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. That's going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's got it to Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Come back.
Switch to 61. Matchbox, right. Out.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown.